From her earliest overseas tours, Kate Middleton demonstrated that she was more than just a royal figurehead. She was a modern diplomat whose poise, empathy, and cultural sensitivity made her a valuable representative of the British monarchy. While official diplomacy is often conducted by politicians, the royal family plays a unique role in soft power, building goodwill, strengthening cultural ties, and offering symbolic gestures of respect that transcend political boundaries. Kate embraced this role with natural grace. She understood that every handshake, every smile, and even every outfit carried significance. During her first tours, observers noted how she instinctively connected with ordinary people, kneeling to greet children, listening intently to local leaders, and showing curiosity about local customs. Her presence reassured and charmed foreign audiences, demonstrating that the monarchy still held a place in the global imagination. Kate's approach was not about speeches or declarations, it was about building human connection through dignity and attentiveness. By embodying both tradition and modernity, she bridged cultural divides and projected an image of Britain as a nation of continuity, respect, and openness. In this way, Kate became not just the Princess of Wales but also an ambassador of empathy on the world stage. Kate's first overseas tour with Prince William in 2011 took her to Canada, a country that has long held deep ties with the British monarchy. It was a defining moment, the world's first extended look at how she would carry herself on the international stage. From the moment she stepped off the plane in Ottawa, wearing a maple leaf-adorned fascinator and a white Reese dress, Kate signaled her understanding of diplomacy through symbolism. She wasn't just there as William's new wife, she was representing the crown to a nation that cherishes its royal connections. Crowds greeted the couple enthusiastically, waving flags and chanting their names, but what struck observers most was Kate's composure and warmth. She smiled and engaged with people of all ages, listened to veterans share stories, and even joined in local celebrations with evident joy. Her ability to balance formality with relatability was hailed as remarkable for someone so new to the role. Media coverage across Canada and beyond praised her as a natural royal ambassador, noting how she managed to both honor tradition and embody modern values. For Canadians, her visit rekindled pride in their shared heritage with the UK. For the world, it marked the arrival of a new kind of royal presence, elegant, approachable, and deeply attuned to cultural respect. Beyond Canada, Kate's tours across the Commonwealth cemented her role as a unifying figure. In Australia and New Zealand, she captivated audiences by embracing local traditions, wearing outfits and national colors, and even joining in activities such as boat races and cultural performances. In each setting, she demonstrated that royalty could be relatable, laughing easily, trying local foods, and engaging with children. These gestures, while simple, carried immense symbolic weight in countries where debates about republicanism often simmer beneath the surface. Kate's ability to project warmth and respect softened those debates, reminding people that the monarchy was not a Morellian institution but a living connection embodied in individuals. Her diplomacy was grounded not in policy but in presence. The way she remembered names, showed genuine interest, and honored customs with sincerity. By representing the monarchy with humility and attentiveness, she became a living bridge between Britain and the wider Commonwealth. Her tours reassured older generations of continuity while presenting to younger ones a monarchy that was accessible, human, and relevant. In these moments, Kate wasn't just acting as the wife of a future king. She was demonstrating the monarchy's continued capacity to unite diverse nations under shared traditions of respect and recognition. One of Kate's most admired qualities on the world stage has been her cultural sensitivity. During tours in Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean, she consistently showed an awareness of the importance of respecting local traditions. She wore garments that incorporated local fabrics, greeted elders with traditional gestures, and participated in rituals with humility. These actions were never forced or theatrical. They flowed naturally, reflecting her genuine curiosity and respect for other cultures. In India, for example, she removed her shoes to enter a sacred site, dressed in outfits featuring Indian-inspired patterns, and expressed admiration for local crafts. In Pakistan, she wore traditional shalwar kameez outfits that honored the culture while maintaining her personal elegance. These choices resonated deeply with local populations, who felt seen and respected by her gestures. Critics often remarked that Kate had mastered the art of soft diplomacy, using cultural awareness as a tool to strengthen relationships. While politicians negotiated trade deals and treaties, Kate's diplomacy worked at the human level, generating goodwill and mutual respect. In an age of globalization, her example demonstrated that effective diplomacy often begins with humility, the willingness to learn, adapt, and honor the people one seeks to connect with. Kate's 2011 visit to the United States, particularly California, highlighted her ability to shine in a setting filled with global celebrities and media scrutiny. The glamour of Hollywood could have been overwhelming, but Kate carried herself with understated confidence. At a BAFTA event in Los Angeles, she wore a flowing Alexander McQueen gown that captured worldwide attention while maintaining her signature sense of modest elegance. She and William mingled effortlessly with actors and directors, yet Kate never appeared dazzled or diminished. Instead, she projected a quiet assurance that earned respect. Beyond Hollywood, she visited less glamorous settings, meeting with disadvantaged youth and engaging with charitable organizations, signaling that her priorities extended far beyond red carpets. American media praised her for embodying a type of celebrity different from what the United States was used to: graceful, grounded, and service-oriented. For many Americans, her visit was a refreshing reminder that royalty could symbolize dignity and stability in an often chaotic world. Her ability to command attention without demanding it, to be both admired and approachable, resonated across the Atlantic and further established her as a global figure whose influence extended well beyond Britain's borders. Within Europe, Kate's role as a royal ambassador took on a different dimension, reflecting both shared history and ongoing political complexities such as Brexit. Her visits to France, Germany, and other European nations showcased her ability to strengthen cultural ties at a time when diplomatic relations were under strain. She attended state dinners with elegance, wore outfits subtly nodding to the host country's colors, and participated in cultural exchanges that highlighted shared traditions. In France, her presence at commemorations of World War anniversaries demonstrated the monarchy's role in honoring collective history. In Germany, she charmed audiences by speaking a few words in German and showing interest in local communities. These visits reassured European allies that despite political changes, the cultural bonds between Britain and the continent remained strong. Kate's role in these moments was not overtly political but deeply symbolic. Her grace and warmth served as reminders of unity, respect, and shared heritage. She demonstrated that monarchy, though unelected, could still serve as a bridge in times of division, offering continuity amidst uncertainty. Her diplomacy in Europe underscored the monarchy's enduring relevance as a force of cultural connection. Kate's tours of Asia and the Middle East required a particularly delicate balance, as these regions presented both opportunities and sensitivities. In countries like Malaysia, Singapore, and Jordan, she highlighted Britain's respect for local traditions by choosing clothing inspired by regional culture, showing reverence in religious spaces, and participating in traditional ceremonies. In Jordan, where she spent part of her childhood, her visit carried personal significance, and her ability to speak a few words in Arabic deeply moved those who welcomed her. In the Middle East, where cultural expectations for women can be different, Kate navigated appearances with modesty and grace, blending into the cultural fabric without compromising her own identity. Observers noted how she avoided any gestures that might seem performative or patronizing, instead focusing on listening and learning. These tours strengthened Britain's cultural ties in regions where diplomacy is often fraught, with Kate serving as a figure of goodwill and cultural respect. Her presence emphasized the monarchy's adaptability and its ability to connect with diverse societies through humility and sincerity. By representing her country with such sensitivity, Kate reinforced her reputation as a diplomat whose greatest strength was her humanity. Not all of Kate's tours were without controversy. In 2022, her visit to the Caribbean with Prince William sparked debates about colonial legacies and the monarchy's relevance in the region. Images of Kate and William standing in an open-top Land Rover during a parade were criticized as echoes of a bygone era, raising questions about how the monarchy should adapt in post-colonial contexts. Kate, as always, responded with composure and quiet attentiveness. She listened to concerns voiced by community leaders and engaged respectfully with those calling for change. While the optics of certain moments were scrutinized, many also recognized the genuine warmth she showed in her interactions with locals. She played with children, joined in dances, and acknowledged the complexities of Britain's history in the region. The tour underscored that the monarchy's role abroad is evolving, requiring sensitivity and adaptation. For Kate, the experience was a reminder that goodwill alone is not always enough, but also that compassion and humility can open doors even in challenging contexts. Her ability to face criticism with dignity reinforced her reputation as a royal committed not to image alone but to listening and learning. By the end of her first decade on the world stage, Kate had become a figure of global recognition, admired not only for her elegance but for her diplomatic skill. International media consistently praised her as a symbol of modern royalty, approachable, relatable, yet capable of embodying tradition with grace. She was frequently compared to Princess Diana, though observers noted that Kate had forged her own path, one marked less by spectacle and more by steadiness. Her reputation extended beyond fashion and appearances. She was seen as a serious and thoughtful representative of her country. One housed her role to foster connections rather than command attention. Awards and honors followed, but more important was the trust she built in communities across continents. Whether in a refugee camp, a hospital ward, or a state banquet hall, her presence symbolized dignity, compassion, and continuity. For millions who might never meet her, Kate represented the enduring allure of monarchy not as a political force but as a human one, an institution embodied in a woman whose kindness spoke louder than ceremony. As Catherine, Princess of Wales, looks toward the future, her role in the world stage is only set to grow. With William as heir to the throne, the responsibility of representing Britain abroad will increasingly fall on their shoulders. Kate's track record suggests she's ready. She has proven that she can balance tradition and modernity, elegance and accessibility, diplomacy and humanity. Her ability to connect across cultures, to use fashion as diplomacy, and to embody continuity while embracing change positions her as one of the monarchy's greatest assets in the 21st century. In a world often divided, her quiet empathy and respectful presence offer something rare, a reminder that influence need not be loud to be powerful. As debates about monarchy continue at home and abroad, Kate's role underscores a deeper truth. The institution survives not by clinging to the past but by adapting to the present, embodied in individuals who understand service as connection. On the world stage, Kate Middleton has become more than a princess. She is a symbol of soft power, cultural respect, and modern diplomacy, a figure whose legacy is still being written but whose impact is already undeniable.